So this one by P&P did it. It is for, I probably should go here. I don't know what video it is, so I'm not really using it, but it is for Picture Perfect. So if you want to do it, if you want to check out for Picture Perfect's channel, then there you go. Picture Perfect was apparently arrested for 18 USC 795. 18 USC 795, whenever in the interest of national defense, the president defines certain vital military and naval installations or equipment as requiring protection against the general dissemination of information relative thereto, it shall be unlawful to make any photograph, sketch, picture, drawing, map, or graphical representation of such vital military and naval installations or equipment without first obtaining permission of the commanding officer of the military or naval post, camp, or station, or naval vessels, military and naval aircraft, and any separate military or naval command concerned or higher authority, and promptly submitting the product obtained to such commanding officer or higher authority for censorship and or such other actions as he may deem necessary. This is a very commonly misunderstood section. So people think installation means a naval base. It does not. You need to get the permission of the commanding officer of the military or naval post, camp, or station, or the vessel. So there's a difference between an installation and a post, camp, or station. And you could figure this out because the president, from way back when, designated everything that is top secret, secret, confidential, or restricted as what gets censored. So now wherefore, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the foregoing, oh yeah, this is Executive Order 10104. And in the interest of national defense, I hereby define the following as vital military and naval installations or equipment requiring the protection against the general dissemination of information relative thereto. 1. All military, naval, or Air Force installations and equipment which are now classified, designated, or marked under the authority or at the direction of the President, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of the Army, Secretary of the Navy, or the Secretary of the Air Force as top secret, secret, confidential, or restricted. And all military, naval, or Air Force installations and equipment which may hereafter be so classified, designated, or marked with the approval or at the direction of the President and located within any military, naval, or Air Force reservation post, arsenal, proving ground, range, minefield, camp, base, airfield, fort, yard, station, district, or area. So they're drawing a distinction between an installation and a base. There's an installations and equipment. Those are the top secret things. They are located within the base. The installation and equipment is located within the base. So taking a picture of a gate, unless that gate is classified as top secret, secret, confidential, or restricted, you should not be in any trouble. Now, what's interesting is this was what Mr. Freeman, I believe, was also arrested for. Mr. Freeman obviously was charged with it, so that was interesting. That's why I think that Mr. Freeman has, if he doesn't screw it up, I think Mr. Freeman has a very good chance of winning on that charge. I do hope he gets a lawyer, but I also hope pigs fly. As for this particular guy, he was let go. Now, does that mean he gets to sue? Well, yeah, he could sue. Does it mean he'll win? I don't know. I don't think so. Without further information, it would be very hard. Like, we don't know how long he was detained for. We don't know when the officers learned that this didn't apply to the front gate. I'm assuming that since it was the city police who arrested him, that it was the military who made the complaint. So it would be reasonable for the police to assume, because like if you first read this, you're going to be like, oh, it's a military installation. It's understandable. It's reasonable. The officers probably aren't very familiar with federal statutes. They're probably more used to dealing with state and local statutes. So can he sue? Maybe. We definitely need further facts before we can really tell. If the officers knew that 18 USC 795 didn't apply and they arrested him anyway, then there's a good chance. If they used some sort of unreasonable force in his arrest, then yes, he could sue. But just knowing that they made a mistake, that they arrested him for something and then they released him at some later point because they figured out that it didn't apply, doesn't necessarily mean you can sue. Well, excuse me, let me rephrase that. You can always sue. It doesn't necessarily mean you'll win or that it will be worth suing. Because again, on a 1983 lawsuit, if you win, you may get awarded $1. If you didn't have any real damages, like if the judge says, well, you were out there for the purpose of baiting the police, you got to bait the police, you got all the views off your videos from getting arrested, you actually profited from this, this went exactly the way you wanted. Were the police wrong? Yes, but you didn't actually lose anything from it. Therefore, here's $1, your rights have been vindicated. That kind of thing. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.